Hello everyone and welcome back to the Horsey and Fox podcast, the best place for your news on all things horses and all things foxes. I'm here with James again. It's been a while since the last one.
Hello.
And it actually has this time.
Yeah,
because
it
we normally
actually
say,
has.
"Oh, it's been a while." It's been the same amount of time since the last episode.
we're liars.
Yeah.
When we say that.
Yeah, but this time
last
actually
episode
has been a
was
while.
It was when was it? It was it was bloody. I'm checking. I'm having a look. It was the 20th of September.
That's a while ago.
Yeah.
Crikey.
2.5 weeks ago. It's not that much longer than a normal, actually.
True,
than
but is
the
this going to
normal
go
wait.
up? This is going to go up like a few days later than we're recording it, obviously. So.
Maybe. I mean, I try to put it up the next day. But
Okay. Sometimes that doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. Well, that's what happened before or last episode or whenever the fuck it was. I just left it like a week and a bit more than that, maybe.
There's no one waiting for this podcast anyway, bar like 4 people, so it's okay.
Yeah, true. I think the weird thing is, and maybe I'll try to put something clickbaity in this title so that people come and listen to at least the intro. But the last 2 episodes we've done, 14 and 15, have been some of the funniest ones we've done, I think.
They have been. I think they've been great.
But they've also had lower viewership, and I guess it's because, I don't know, people are like, I don't want to click on one about a bear at the airport or Burger King foot lettuce. But like, yeah, I don't know. But
it's got to be less
fine.
gaming news. People want the gaming news. They really, that's what they come to us for. They just know that we're so on. I'm so on top of gaming news. I'm always on top of it. I always know what's happening in the industry.
If there's one thing we know about you, it's that you are the number one source for news.
Yeah, and I play all the recent games.
All of them, especially Burning Shores.
And Starfield.
Exactly, you've played those like 3 times already.
Yeah.
So,
the only game I'm interested in playing on release day is Spider-Man 2.
That's right around the corner
Other
as
games
well.
Can fuck off. I don't have time for them.
Yeah, true. I mean, there are a lot of games. There's a load of stuff like Lies of P came out the other day.
Yeah,
which
true.
Looked cool. I wanted to play that, but I don't know when I'm going to.
And fucking Armored Core came out months ago. And
Armored Core came out. Yeah, that's true. Forza Motorsport comes out tomorrow as of recording this. I want to play
Forza
that.
Motorsport versus Gran Turismo 7. That's what I've been seeing on the timeline recently. There's a bunch of people going,
sucks.
"Oh, the puddles look slightly fucking better in Forza." So Forza's fucking so much better.
Yeah, well,
I saw the ray tracing. It looks insane. To be fair, it does look crazy.
Yeah, it looks really good. I mean, since our last episode, I no longer really use Twitter at all anymore.
That's true.
I've like completely jumped ship from it. I log in. I don't know. I sometimes will open it in a tab when I'm on my desktop, but I don't have the app, and I've purposefully blocked it from my phone.
Yeah.
So I can't even access it on my phone if I want to, because I just can't be fucked with it anymore. It fucking sucks.
It sucks.
I hate it.
It doesn't recommend me content that I like anymore. It recommends me stuff that is gonna get me annoyed, so I quote tweet it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't tweet very much like once a week.
Yeah.
I use Twitter every day to scroll through stuff, but I don't tweet very often at all anymore. I don't want to give these fuckers interaction bait.
Yeah, it's just
really rough.
Just getting worse and worse and worse. And honestly, I can't see Twitter lasting like another 2 years at the most.
Nah, it's becoming a platform that doesn't fulfill what Twitter did.
No.
You know, Twitter was fun. You know, there was a lot of toxicity on there, fair enough, but at least it was fun. Now it's just like fucking depressing, and all the comment sections are filled with reply people that just reply things that aren't even related to the fucking post, or like bots that just word the post in a different way and reply to the tweet with like, it's like AI that will give you shitty facts about what the tweet is about, and it's like, well, I didn't ask for that. I wanted to see like some dude commenting about the post, and you know, then a conversation starting about that. But Twitter's not about that anymore. It's about people posting interaction bait to get money, people getting annoyed about that, and then replying to their bait anyway. It's just fucking terrible. It's actually a shit social media service now, and it's all thanks to Elon Musk, because on a night that he was having like a mental breakdown, he decided to buy Twitter.
That's wild that that's a thing that he could do.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It's
How much
like
did he buy it for again?
44 billion.
Yeah.
It's almost like
it's
one
now worth
person
like
shouldn't have that much money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Yeah, Twitter's now what is it? It's worth like 8 billion now, I think.
Yep. Fuck the guy who fucking sold it as well. Fuck you,
he's
man.
He's devalued it a lot.
Fuck you. Who fucking sold it?
Didn't that guy who owned it before, fucking Jack, whatever that was just his was at Jack. Didn't he? Isn't he the founder of the new one, Blue Sky? Or is that separate entirely?
I don't even know what Blue Sky is. The hell is that?
Blue Sky.
Wait,
Social.
Why did he sell Twitter just to make Twitter 2?
I'm not sure if this is true. Oh, Key People, Jack Dorsey, yeah, so he is involved in it, yeah, and he's the one that made Twitter.
It's literally fucking Twitter. The UI is the same. Why did he sell it?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
I guess because
so
it was
dumb.
like money, and then also like Blue Sky is you can't get on Blue Sky unless you're invited to it. So
wow, what
it's
a
like,
prick! I fucking want to kill him.
But then it's also like when you get invited to it, you also get multiple invites you can send to other people. So it sort of spreads out, but it's not like anyone can jump on. Which
word of mouth.
It's like it's interesting as an alternative to Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell my brand that's incredibly recognizable for a blue sky that no one gives a shit about and has a 3.4 rating on the App Store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
it's
Jack. 44
and then
billion,
obviously
I mean, it looks good to be fair. I won't lie.
The only other one that is out there is obviously Threads by Mark Zuckerberg.
Which no one uses because you can't post porn on it, so it's pointless.
Well, yeah, I mean that's definitely why I don't use it. I loved posting porn to Twitter
that's
personally,
like a
and
huge
I can't do it
reason
now.
why a lot of people use Twitter is because porn is allowed on there.
Yeah. Well, that's why loads of people came over from Tumblr when Tumblr banned porn.
Exactly. They brought
which
it back,
was one of like the downfalls of Twitter. Really, was all the Tumblr people coming over.
Yeah, fucking was.
But
all the stans standing their characters over on Tumblr. Now they can't write smut over on Tumblr. They have to come over to Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. They do their little role plays.
And proclaim how their queen popped off.
Yeah. I
fucking hate Twitter stan culture as well. People arguing about celebrities and shit. Shut the fuck. Get a job. Get a
Twitter
fucking
is
job.
Genuinely so weird. I feel like common sense is just out the window when you log into Twitter and you see people with these just wild takes and like so much vitriol too, and it's just like
it's fucking
it's
interaction bait. Whenever I see a stupid take, it's interaction bait.
Yeah,
it's so obvious because you can make money from tweet impressions now. So it's like all you have to do is say the most stupid thing ever, and if you've got a big enough reach, it'll reach the people that are gonna heckle you for it, and then you just sit there counting your dimes that Elon Musk fucking pings towards you.
Exactly, and like Elon said, like he's removing he's removing the retweet or the repost and the like buttons and stuff now. So you can still do it, but there's no counter for it anymore unless you click into it. Only views will be there, which just again it just encourages people to just get the most eyes on a post possible.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it's oh god,
it's a really
I just can't
bad
imagine.
Platform. Yeah, it's
I can't imagine Twitter lasting.
I actually think there's a lot of potential with this platform. I think my fucking Elon Musk take was Elon Musk. I saw into the future because he literally is like that. That was a fucking bit at the time when I did that, but he actually is like that.
Oh man.
Yes, I'm just going to
That's so funny.
put views at the forefront and fuck everything else. And you can now. I want to get rid of the bots, so I'm gonna make it so you have to pay money a month to use it. You know, he was considering doing that, making it so everybody has to pay just to use it.
A couple dollars. Yeah.
I'm not doing it. If he does that, I'm just not using it.
Oh, no
anymore.
chance. No. I mean, honestly, I kind of love the fact that he's destroyed Twitter. Because I hate it, and I will just be so glad if it is removed from just the societal consciousness.
Yeah.
Like nobody like. I hate
Reddit.
it. I hate
Hashtag
it.
Reddit Nation. Don't mess with the Reddit Nation.
Reddit Nation.
I actually will move over to Reddit to get my weird social media fix.
Yeah. But that's.
But I mean, Reddit's pretty fucking awful as well. But at least it's like. At least I can like curate the content that shows up on my feed and like go on different subreddits and stuff. But on Twitter, it's literally there's nothing I can do. I will have videos of people being killed, fucking on my timeline that I don't want, and shit, and like loads of geopolitics that I don't fucking want to hear at the minute either.
Yeah, it's like also tons of transphobia. That was my For You page. It was just tons tons of it, and all of the
Such
comments
a
just like
ridiculous amount.
a bunch of verified tick people just agreeing, like, yeah, well, fucking man's a man, isn't it? Fucking, what we fucking doing? Everyone's gone mental. And it's just like, I can't do this.
Yeah, it's just fucking depressing. Like, we all used to say as a joke before, like, Twitter's a cesspool. Like, it now is what we joked that it was before.
Yeah, it was so much better back then.
Yeah, and that was like a year ago. It was so much better. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't even that long ago. It's become so shit so quickly. It's like jarring how quickly the downfall of Twitter.
I just like the fact that it's worth so much less now. Advertisers are pulling out. He's obviously Elon's also taken away headlines from articles, which means that a lot of news outlets don't even want to post to Twitter anymore because their article's headline doesn't show up.
Why did he do that?
He thought it looked bad. Like he just didn't like how it looked. So he was like, it will look better if there's no headline to the article or whatever, which is dumb. But it's like people are like, it's just not a profitable platform. Like, I just can't see it lasting.
No.
If Twitter continues past like the next like 24 months, then Elon Musk won't own it anymore because someone else has to own it for the platform to continue in some meaningful way. I just can't imagine the way that it's going, that in 2 years' time, Twitter's still going to be like this main social media people use.
It's such a shame.
It's just so fucked.
Because Twitter was like this. It was the hub, the forefront of social media. You know, it was like where everything went down, where everything happened. Everyone was tweeting about stuff, and you know, it was a good time. I felt like there was there was Twitter specific memes and jokes that you only get if you use Twitter for a certain amount of time. And now it's just fucking depressing.
Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. But that is why I'm no longer on it and don't use it unless I have a new video. Yeah. And I go, here's my new video, give that a watch, fellas.
Yeah, I'm not long for the platform. We'll see how long I can stick it out for.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see for sure. But one thing that did come off Twitter recently, which was where I noticed it, someone linked it in the As Always Discord, is with regards to Ubisoft and the allegations, well, not allegations anymore, because they're the facts. Sergei Hascott and Tommy Francois and a couple others that were, part of the investigation, like a main part of the investigation to Ubisoft, have been fucking arrested. Yeah. Which is fantastic. That's brilliant. Good stuff.
Get some more arrests in there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Get some more of those.
That's good. That's good to see. And one of the things that caught my eye from that article was that the investigation reported that like it shows evidence of systemic sexual violence within the company, which to me was quite vindicating that someone like an authority figure said it, because a lot of people would come back to like, you know, what we were saying on Four Pillars or just Twitter in general or whatever. It's like, oh well, it's not proven, it's just a couple bad guys, so you don't need to go so hard.
You're only saying that because you don't like the new Assassin's Creed games. Oh, eat my dick, man. Shut up.
Yeah. And now you've got someone, you know, who's actually who's actually been investigating the company, that has actually arrested people from the company, saying that there is evidence of systemic sexual violence, which is like, yes, exactly, that's what we've been saying for years. We've been saying it for years. Yeah. This is a company-wide problem. It's systemic. It's part of the foundation of the company.
It wasn't a coincidence
as it was
that
formed.
Like multiple studios that were, you know, located across the world from each other were fucking having the same issues.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, exactly. God. And so that's, you know, seeing that is like, okay, that's good that's been acknowledged. Now I wonder, you know, where are we going to go from this? What are we going to see happen? But I mean, it's good news to see these people, you know, being arrested. I mean, a conviction is obviously a different story.
True.
But you know,
it's a good step.
It's a good step, yeah, for sure.
And that arrest is going to follow them everywhere. You know, getting work in the industry is going to be, even if they don't get prosecuted, it's going to be way more difficult for them to find work, because they're going to be like, well, I mean, you got arrested for like this. What are you doing? What are you working in my company?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you know, those executives, like the higher ups, I mean, they've probably got enough money that it doesn't matter.
True.
Especially because a lot of them got like a big payout when they left the company in 2020. They sort of like paid a large sum and then they left.
It's crazy.
To sort of do it quietly or whatever. Which is, it sucks. But at the same time, it does help the company to be better. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. But
look, I would love to see Ubisoft become you know, a place that's safe to fucking work in. I'd love that. That's like a baseline thing that every company should be. That'd be great. I'm not preying on Ubisoft's downfall in that department.
No, yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where it's like, really what we want is just for it to be a safe place to work where everything's, you know, good, people are happy. You don't have, like, what was it, one quarter of the whole company across the globe reporting that they have witnessed or been subject to sexual harassment.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is insane.
In a company that has like over 10,000 employees.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
It's wild. That's obviously a huge issue, but I mean, you know,
of course, we'd love to see Eve step down as well. That'd be a great thing.
Yes, I mean that's the thing. Ubisoft can never truly recover while Eve is still working there, or the CEO. Like it can't, because it happened under his watch. It was part of the company he built with some of his closest, I don't know what you call them, but people who worked with him. Yeah. So
his confidants.
Yeah, he can say as much as he wants that, oh, I had no idea this was happening. I didn't know this was happening under my watch. I didn't know. But he absolutely had some hand in this happening.
Sitting there counting his millions like, oh,
yeah.
Keep fucking harassing him. As long as we can release the next Assassin's Creed game this year, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, even if he didn't do it, he turned a blind eye. Because there's no way he didn't know something was going on.
Yeah,
he just didn't care.
You know, loads of reports to HR of like, oh, my friend got touched in an inappropriate way, or you know, there was my manager was saying that I had a nice ass or something like that, and he's just like, what's HR?
That's Ubisoft's like whole fucking motto. Ubisoft, what's HR?
Yeah, what's HR? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I mean, he said, like, what was it he said when people asked him about it like a year or so later? He was like, oh, it's a generational thing. Like, that's what he said.
That's
something
fucking
like that.
So disgusting.
Like, super ignorant.
It's a generational thing. Oh yeah, back in my day, it was okay to do that to people. It was fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's like these snowflakes. They don't get it. It was alright to fucking touch women in the office without their consent. It was alright back then. It's these new snowflakes that don't like it for some reason.
Yeah, they don't like it. People loved it back then.
They did. They loved it.
You know,
classic. Back in the 80s and 90s or whenever it was that Eve was, you know, on the prowl or whatever.
Coming up in the on the prowl. Coming up in the industry.
Yeah.
Making what were they called before? Ubisoft, what were they called? I don't remember actually.
They just Ubisoft.
Oh, were they always? Oh, they had the weird logo that looked like a GTA logo, that like GTA Vice City or something, like the purple and orange.
Yeah.
Or was it just purple? I don't remember. It doesn't even matter.
It had like the purple, and then it was like a big pink Ubi with soft in like a nice little typeface.
Yeah.
Like handwriting type thing written across the corner.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, because they used to be Ubisoft, two separate words, but then they just became Ubisoft.
Oh, I see.
As one single word.
That makes sense. Well, now we can put Ubisoft in the title of the video, so that's gonna be
exactly.
And you can have a picture of like
people.
Eve looking unhappy in the thumbnail
behind bars.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
That'll be the day.
Like the Ubisoft logo with like a big fucking cross over it.
Yeah, fuck you, Ubisoft.
Fuck you, I want to put a cross over your logo, you fuckers.
Yeah. I also really liked the timing of the arrest report. I think it was quite clever of them to do it the day the embargo lifted for Mirage reviews.
Oh, was it?
So everyone's talking about Mirage, but on the exact same day, when all eyes are on Ubisoft's new game, there's a report of, you know, these executives that have been arrested and the investigation into the company and stuff. So
I bet there's a bunch of people like, what are you doing releasing the fucking article on this day? You do realise the fucking developers aren't going to get paid for Mirage now, you fucker.
Yeah, what are you doing? Fuck, think about the devs.
Think about the
devs have worked very hard on this shit game. Think about this, alright? Their families are literally dying. They worked for 3 years. They didn't get paid. They only get paid now, actually. now the game's released. Now they get paid, and they're not going to get paid. They're going to die.
They're going to fucking
That's
die.
how it works.
Oh, God.
Right, I love it.
Let's move on from that. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to talk about?
The other thing I wanted to talk about was, have you seen the new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth?
No. What do you mean by new?
It's called the. Hang on, let me find it. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The release date trailer.
No, I'm gonna say no. Because if
The
it's
brand
new
new one?
If it's new, I don't think so.
It came out. When did it come out? 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Does it have Red 13 riding a chocobo in it? You seen that?
Yes. I think that is in it.
Oh.
That is in it, yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth release date trailer.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have. 3 weeks ago.
Okay, let's do a reaction.
Let's do a reaction
to
let's
it.
do it.
Let's do a Horsey and Fox reacts.
I know
We don't do these
90% of this is going to be me going, "What's that? What is
Well,
that?"
everything in this you've played in the original.
Oh,
so
is it going to show me Kate Sith?
So it might.
I love
All right.
Kate Sith.
All right. Tell me when you're ready, and we'll watch it.
I'm ready.
Okay. Here we go. I'll count us in.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, play.
The world's ending. At least, that's what everyone's
Oh my
saying.
God, it's Zack!
The sky,
I'm gonna start crying now.
I don't like it.
Ready to fire, sir.
Big gun.
Welcome
Oh, it's
to the new
whatever his
world
fucking
order.
name is.
Rufus Shinra.
I was about to call him Rupert.
I love Rufus Shinra.
Oh, it's that bit.
Look, it's the it's the thing.
Listen, tell me you can't hear that.
It's that thing. I don't know what that is. Oh wait, yeah, where you're next to the beach and there's the girl that you find in the ocean
We
or
can
whatever.
overcome our fate.
Yes. Yeah. Junon. Yeah.
Side quest
These
thing.
monsters,
Oh, those things.
human.
Okay, we're looking for Sephiroth.
I like the bit where you're
Think
with
you can find
Sephiroth
him?
in the flashback.
Oh.
Ah, it's Kate Sith!
It's the boy.
So you heeded the call too, did you?
Wait,
What
what
are you
fucking
talking
accent
about?
is that?
As you can see, your brother.
What? Kate? That wasn't Kate Sith speaking.
Oh, okay.
Together.
Kate Sith's
That was
Irish,
Hojo.
I think.
Best chance of
She-
finding
He's
Sephiroth.
Scottish.
Scottish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ask because I suspect there's soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
What?
Do not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
It's a fucking Hydra!
Come on.
Oh, I still haven't played fucking
Intermission.
I still haven't played it yet. Oh, it's fat.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, not Fat Chocobo. I was gonna say Fat Chocobo. It's a fucking Moogle. So this is that's the bit where you get to play as.
Yeah, the Nibelheim flashback.
Yeah. Was that the big fucking castle dude? Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Odin.
Alexander. Yeah. You got Odin.
That's cool. That's a cool Odin design. Not as good as 16 though. Hey, more dancing, more campness. Chocobo
Mini
races.
games in the gold saucer.
What the fuck? Bike stuff.
Excuse me. Could you look
Zach?
after my friend? Just for a bit.
Hooded man.
A weapon?
Tifa.
Ordinary creatures, set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger. Who dares disturb my slumber?
Is that
It's
fucking?
upon us. The reunion.
Who was that?
When worlds merge.
I don't remember if we got
I'm
that far.
waiting, Cloud.
I don't know who that fucking guy was. He looks like the dude from Dirge of Cerberus.
It is the guy from Dirge of Cerberus.
See, I thought
yeah.
it was. I thought it was. Yeah, we didn't get that far. That's
No,
pretty cool.
We
It's a
didn't
pretty
get that
cool
far.
trailer.
We didn't get that far, dude. Honestly, it's it's so fun. It gives me. It's like a hit of heroin having you react to Final Fantasy VII, not knowing what's going on. Like the experience of me watching this compared to you watching this is just so different. You've got that guy in the fucking hood.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks he is the main character that is in the new mobile game Ever Crisis.
Okay.
Apparently he is going to be in Rebirth.
Okay.
Seems like that's the case. And yeah, you got a lot of stuff. Mostly everything in this is stuff just the original
From
game.
the OG, yeah.
Beat for beat, yeah. The only thing that's changed and clearly been moved around is there's that scene with the Doctor talking about cellular degradation.
Yeah. I could tell that was
that's
new.
That's a whole thing.
You've got weird men standing in robes. I know that's new.
Well, I mean, those are the boys though. Those are the hooded guys that are all wandering around.
The boys? Reunion. Yeah, but the reunion stuff is new, isn't it?
No, the reunion stuff is from the original.
Okay, fucking hell. Why would there no reunion stuff when we played it? Did we not get
the
to that bit
reunion, yeah, the reunion doesn't show up till later.
Okay.
Which is a whole thing. There's also obviously you've got the stuff with Zack, which is all of that's new.
True, Zack meeting Cloud.
You got that
happens at some point, doesn't it?
I couldn't tell you without spoiling Final Fantasy VII for you.
Oh, the original. Okay,
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Zack and Cloud, and then Kyrie from well, she was in Remake. But
was she?
She was in one of the side quests.
But I did all the side quests. Oh, did I? Actually, no, maybe I didn't.
I don't
know. I got fucked off with them and stopped them.
But there's also a bit. She is in the main story. It's when it's just after you leave to go get Aerith back from the Shinra building, and you see her. She's like talking about how Avalanche is teamed up with Wutai, and Barrett's like, no, it's not fucking true, and he goes to like start a fight. Wutai is a continent, or yeah, I guess it's a continent or like a country. I don't know. Wutai's a country, I think.
So it's it's like if Avalanche teamed up with Germany during World War II. So, they teamed up with the Germans.
Maybe, but Shinra would be closer to that.
True,
I think
that is
Wutai are good.
They're the Allied forces.
Yeah. Well, at least I think they are. But then why does Barrett get mad if that's not true?
Probably because he's like, it's not fucking true. Stop spreading fucking lies about Avalanche, you bitch.
Because Wutai also rejected the Mako reactors. But look, regardless, yeah, there's that, and then what's the other thing? There's another thing that's there's the scene where you've got Tifa, what looks like sort of like underwater with the big monster and stuff. Yeah. That is, I don't know why they've pushed that back so far, but that's like something that is way later. Yeah, that shouldn't happen yet.
Mako creature.
So there's that, but God, it's
so is the fucking guy from Dirge of Cerberus a vampire? Why does he come out of a coffin?
He is a bit vampire-esque, yeah.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
But everyone loves him. His name's Vincent. He's cool. He's cool.
Like Shadow the Hedgehog.
He is actually quite similar to Shadow the Hedgehog in a lot of ways. He's the edgy boy of the party.
I can tell. He's wearing black and red and has
medieval
greaves on.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him. He's the only other optional party member in the original. So him and Yuffie are optional characters.
Okay.
But they're like made proper part of the story in the remake. So
yeah, so they'll be there for all the major events.
Yeah. So
in cutscenes.
There is that. But I mean, it's a good trailer. I like the trailer.
It looks fun.
I think it's it definitely is a fun game. I've obviously played it.
Oh yeah.
Which was cool. I mean, I haven't really talked about it, but I did get invited by Square Enix to go to their office in London a couple of weeks ago. Just before this trailer dropped, and play 2 demos, which was one of them was a segment from the Nibelheim flashback with Cloud and Sephiroth, and then the other one was just the big open area outside of Junon, which was
that's cool. How do they tackle the what's it called, the traversal of the world? Because you know how in the original you have like sort of the scale. It's almost like you're walking across a map.
Yeah, the overworld, yeah.
And then you see like the smaller settlements and you walk into them and then it loads to the actual area. How do they do that?
It's like the structuring, or at least the pacing of how you navigate the world is like the same, but if the towns and the overworld weren't separate, so it's just like one big interconnected, it's almost like Dark Souls. Okay. Like the first Dark Souls, how it's just one interconnected world that you navigate through in a linear way, and like everything's connected to each other.
So is it like how Final Fantasy 16 works, where you can walk from one? Oh. No,
because there's no load screens in Rebirth. It's all connected. Like you manually get from point A to point B, and you see the whole journey.
Okay.
So like in the demo that I played, it starts with them leaving the Mithril mines, which is just after you meet Elena, the newest Turk. And then you come out, and like in the original, you would come out of the Mithril mines and you end up on the world map, and then you walk over to Junon, and then you're in Junon and you do the stuff in Junon. But in Rebirth, it's the same. Like you leave the Mithril mines, and then you walk to Junon. It's just seamless. It's just like a seamless space.
That's cool.
And between each major landmark is like an open area. So it's like these open areas that are like, you know, decently well curated with different stuff to do, quests and like stuff you can take part in, that are like separated by these, like, I guess what I've been calling like choke points, which are like the different towns and dungeons and settlements and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just, it's not like The Witcher where you can go from one end of the map to the other just in a straight line open world. It's it is way more like a,
well.
Yeah, there's fast travel. So if you follow like these little baby chocobos, they'll take you to like a little like it's like a chocobo stop.
Yeah.
And you lift up this like fallen down signpost, and then you unlock that place to fast travel to.
Okay, cool. That works.
So there's that. So it's like, yeah, you basically have these big open spaces, and then when you want to progress, you go to what would be the next choke point, and then from that you would then open up out into another open space that'll be like separate.
Okay.
Which is like, if you're gonna do it in this like structure, in this presentation, it's probably the best way to do it, I think.
Yeah, having a full open world would be shit and pointless. So
Mhm.
they've done it in a good way, where it's like sort of semi open world, I suppose.
Yeah, I do like how it sort of feels to progress. I mean, the stuff to do in the open spaces wasn't like, there wasn't a lot going on. It was a bit dead. But also it was a demo, and there was some stuff that wasn't in, so I assume there'll be like side quests and stuff to do, so there'll be a bit more. But
yeah, but I imagine it'll be on the same level as like Final Fantasy VII Remake, where it was like there's not a crazy amount of stuff to do in the areas you get to walk around, and it's just basically like a set dressing to walk through.
Maybe. I think it depends. I mean, there was a demo they showed at TGS where they showed off another segment, which was just after the party leave Calm, and you're in like this grasslands area before you would get to the Chocobo farm. And in that, they go to Calm, and Calm looks really cool, like it's super dense and packed and stuff. And there's like a Witcher notice board, and you go up to it, and that's got all the side quests on it, and you pick them up, and then
Monster
you can go up and do the side quests and stuff. There are special fiend sightings where you can go and defeat some like legendary beasts.
I
and
love
stuff
that shit.
And do that.
I loved it so much in 16.
And there's also, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, also there's so for being able to like get a chocobo, it's basically, it works exactly like how you override a machine in Horizon. You've got like Cloud is like crouching through this tall grass, and he like throws rocks to distract the chocobo, and then goes up behind it and like grabs it and gives it a Geisel green.
Oh, they love those. They go crazy for them.
And so there's that.
I mean, there's elements when they see a Geisel
that.
green.
They definitely do that. That is a classic thing that they do. But no, there's elements that I think are good, and elements that I think are like, I'm not sure how that's going to play out, or how well it's going to translate, or whatever.
Yeah.
There's like, you know, it's kind of like half and half. The thing that I love about it though is the combat system is great, which, you know, it was in Remake.
It builds on Remake's formula,
yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, it's very similar. The differences are they've added synergy moves now, so you have like these team attacks which build the more you... So every time you use an ATB gauge as a character, it fills one of their synergy gauges.
Okay.
And so so say you want to do a synergy move between Aerith and Tifa, you'd have to consume like a couple of ATB gauges as Tifa, then switch to Aerith and do the same. Then you unlock the synergy move in the menu, and you can go down activate, and they do like a team attack that does damage and is cool, but it's also, it has like a passive effect as well, like, oh, for 60 seconds Aerith has unlimited MP or something like that.
Okay, that's sick.
Which adds some dynamicism to the combat. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
The combat is going to be great fun.
You
I'm
can,
sure
like,
of that.
tee up certain moves and be like, oh, I want this effect, so I'm gonna use these characters and then use them together to get that effect. That sounds cool. Sounds like a lot of different combinations.
It's very cool. Like, I had ones I did. There was one I did one with Tifa and Aerith. I did one with Cloud and Tifa. I did one with Barrett and Red 13. It was fun. There was a lot
with
of
Red 13 the entire game, and nobody else.
It was good. So the combat system's great. The world is like sort of like cautiously optimistic for it. The story is obviously going to be shit, but that's fine. That's fine.
Story and remake
comes to
was
terms
good.
with the fact that I mean, was it though?
Like, maybe I would be a Zack enjoyer. I've not played Crisis Core.
Oh, God.
I get the feeling
Oh,
I probably
God.
would. I'd probably play it and be like, "What's the issue here? This was fun and it was good."
Nah, no. There's no
Because
way.
I don't
There's
particularly
no way.
care about the story of OG all that much. Like, if I played OG, I'd probably be more purist about it. But I reckon if I played Crisis Core, I'd be like, "Nah, that's a big deal."
It's so.
Is it
Game doesn't
actually
make
that
it-
bad?
It makes no sense. It's so stupid. It's just so stupid. And the
Okay,
fucking,
well,
like, all the dialogue is so dumb. That game is so fucked. I honestly don't understand why people like it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's really loved. I saw a clip the other day of this girl like playing something, and Zack shows up, and she started crying because she was like so happy
God.
to see Zack.
Dude, you need to play the original Final Fantasy VII because it's honestly, it's so funny. After when you know what Final Fantasy VII is about, the whole compilation and the remake just becomes so much funnier because it's just like, what are they doing?
Oh, God.
I don't know why they're doing this. It's so weird. But I think that despite any of that, Rebirth's gonna be fun.
It'll be good. I'll enjoy it. I'll
and
have a great
that'll
time
be-
with it.
And that'll be good. But you really do need to play the original.
I'll get around
Before-
to it years
you-
from now.
No, you need to do it. You need to do it now. I'm so scared. Rebirth is gonna spoil it, and it's gonna be so sad. You're
That's
never gonna get
okay.
to experience it
The
blind.
likelihood of me playing OG before Rebirth is so ridiculously slim that you may as well stop hoping.
What if I pay you to do it?
I don't know. I don't want you to pay me to do it. I just can't be bothered.
You're gonna play Rebirth, and it's gonna spoil the original game, and you're gonna
That's
well
okay.
remake. See, the thing is, right? Remake already spoils Final Fantasy VII, but most people just don't notice that it's done it. But it
Well, maybe
does.
I won't notice with Rebirth either. I'll be
I
fine.
don't know.
I'll be alright.
I don't know.
I'll be
I
fine.
don't know. Oh God.
I'll play the
At
trilogy.
least if you don't play the OG and you only play remake, it'll be an interesting experiment to see
Exactly.
how you feel on the other end of it. Like, it's not going to make any sense. They've even said, like, they made Crisis Core Reunion because they're like, oh, we want people to be familiar with the story before they play Rebirth.
I'm not even gonna play
The fact you haven't played that, you're going to be so lost on what the fuck
I'm
is
gonna
going
make a
on.
tweet like, this game was shit, the fucking story sucks, I don't know what was happening for half of it. And you know what? Is that so bad of a critique? If I can't play a game that's part of a series without playing games that were released like 20 years ago, is it a good story? Or is it just
No.
pointless?
No, it's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad
So
story.
it can't stand alone as its own piece of media without me playing an old game that I don't even particularly, want to play right now.
I think it will be able to. I just can't imagine how. Because the whole point is that it's not just a remake. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But
It's a new universe. It's a new
it's gonna
world.
be. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
And
You
so
know,
is Crisis
we'll just
Core.
see what happens.
OG didn't happen. You need to take your meds. OG didn't happen, James.
That's what they're trying to do to me. It's Katase and Nomura fucking gaslighting. Like, the original didn't happen.
They're
It
like-
wasn't actually good.
When Final
was
Fantasy
bad.
VII released in 2020, we didn't think it was going to be a hit.
Oh God. Final Fantasy VII.
Bloody hell.
Jesus Christ.
It looks good
But-
though. I like it. I like Final Fantasy. I like me chocobos. I like me summons.
Yeah.
That's all I play Final Fantasy for actually, is chocobos, moogles, and summons.
Well,
That's
I'm
all I
sure
care
that's
about.
why you're a. I'm sure that's that's what makes you a Final Fantasy 16 enjoyer. At the
That's
end of the
true.
day.
That's all Final Fantasy 16 has. It doesn't have anything else.
Doesn't have RPG mechanics, that's for sure. There's no
it
elemental
doesn't.
affinity.
It
There's
really
none
doesn't.
there.
Yeah, it doesn't have an awful lot in the way of that. It's still a good game though. It's getting DLC as well. See that?
Yeah, I'm over it.
The DLC is gonna say Clive is alive, and Joshua is
God.
alive. And that crystal that you saw
God.
on off the coast, that's Leviathan.
Oh god. Oh, amazing! I can't wait to have another move that absolutely contributes nothing. It just has an elemental effect, but also the elements don't do anything though as well.
Yeah.
Like, do you think Clive knows? Do you think if he saw a house on fire, he'd know to put it out with a bucket of water?
He wouldn't.
Or
He would
just,
use.
He'd just watch it.
Ifrit against it.
He'd just use fire. Yeah, fire would put out the fire because that's how it works. Yeah.
That is how it works. Do you not like 16 anymore then? Or is
I
now
still
it's
like the
settled in.
story.
Oh, yeah.
I still like the story, and I like the themes of the story, and I like all that stuff, and I do feel like emotions for it. I like that aspect of it.
Yeah.
I just think like gameplay wise,
kind of sucks a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just sort of like,
After
After
the spectacle of it sort of worn off after the months, looking back on 16, it is like it's a great game, and I still do like it, but it could have been so much more. At least it's not 15.
Yeah, I mean, but then 15 has some parts of it where I'm like, oh, that feels so Final Fantasy though, in like the way that it's done, and it's like, I don't know, I don't think Final Fantasy, and I'm obviously yet to play 12 and 13, but the Final Fantasy has just never been really Final Fantasy since 9. Like, I feel like after 9, it
becomes Devil May Cry.
Changed. It just, I mean, you know, 16 is a bit Devil May Cry, but
that's an insult to Devil May
changed.
Cry, I think. Especially 5. Like, the combat in that game is so much more complex than 16. I think people were crazy to compare the two.
Yeah. Well, it's. Yeah, I think that one of the main things is they just lost. There's like a sense of like charm that's lost.
Yeah.
That Final Fantasy had, and that it no longer has. That it just like I don't know. It's
Not
like,
even 14
it's almost
has
like,
it.
No, it's like Final Fantasy was like a product of its time, and as technology got better, Final Fantasy got worse because it just didn't work as well anymore. Like,
Final
I don't
Fantasy,
know.
Why don't they do like they released Final Fantasy 17? It's like a pixel game, like
Dude, that would be so
Octopath
good.
Traveler. Is that a pixel?
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
Or like
yeah,
the new Dragon Quest or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's like sort of very nice. It still looks nice and it's got cool graphics, but it's pixel. They could do that.
See, I would love to see that. And even if they didn't want to go pixel, if they went down the route of like these little like chibi models, but like it's really you know, it's almost got like that. I don't know. I don't know if this is a great comparison, but like the Disney Pixar sort of sheen to it, where it's like
stylized.
You know, yeah, and it's like there's all these little characters, and you've got your world map, and you've got your different vehicles and stuff, and like if you did that, like I want to see Final Fantasy back again. I would love to play a Final Fantasy game that feels like, you know.
I think they've set a precedent with 16 though. It's like people want the big god fights and the battles and that aspect of it. If they went and released 17 and it was that, everyone would be so like the wider video game industry would be like, what the fuck is this shit? And then Final Fantasy would die.
Fuck them. Good. It should. It needs to. I'd rather it died with like a really good ode to original Final Fantasy than continue.
I love how like you've found
infinitely.
Another series that you love, and then you just hate it again.
I know. I like fell in love with these original games, like the first 9, other than 8. Like, and they're all just so good, and they just like. The identity of them and the all the mechanics and the stuff, like every time you come back they improve on something. It's like, oh, the way you navigate the overworld has slightly changed, but it's like it's still there, and you've got all the NPCs. You go to a new town, you go to the the blacksmith and the general store and stuff, and you stock up on items and weapons, and you synthesize, and you do whatever else, and all of that whole experience. And then I play Final Fantasy X and I'm like, oh, they removed everything. It's just you just walk through corridors now and fight enemies. And,
so it's like 14.
Sort of.
That's all I did in 14.
It's.
I don't remember anything else.
It loses that sense of exploration of like, there's that sense of like, Sakaguchi talked about this where he said the reason in Final Fantasy 1, the reason they decided not to do what Dragon Quest did at the time, which was when you get to a certain level in the story, you unlock a warp spell which lets you warp to key locations on the map.
Yeah.
They decided instead of doing that, we're going to give the players an airship which allows them to navigate the map at will, but you still have to cover the distance, like you have to go across the space, and it allows you to get familiar with the terrain, the layout of the map, where every place is, and it connects you more with the world because you're actually covering this space. And then like if you're flying across this mountain range and you see a little cave, you're like, oh, I can land there, go into the cave and see if there's some extra loot and stuff, which you miss that when you're teleporting from place to place, or when it's just linear. And I miss that, like having this huge world map where when you finally are like, oh, I can go anywhere I want, it's like, oh, now I can just go over here and see what's here, and I can go over here and, you know, do this, which, you know, sadly they just sort of lost that feeling the more they tried to go for one-to-one scale, like realism almost with it. It's like, such a shame.
Yeah, I can see that. You know what? This is proof that a series that will never let you down is Kingdom Hearts.
True, I fucking hope.
That's the one true series. Well, then Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out and it's like shit.
I know. Well, they've said, I mean, Nomura said there's going to be this element to Kingdom Hearts 4, and a lot of people have memed on it. They're like, oh, it's like going to be like Persona. You have like social stats where you have like, you know, you can go and study, or you can go and like learn, like, I don't know, do like cooking or whatever, or play video games in your apartment and have like a routine and stuff. But like, it'd be kind of sick.
I want to vibe with Sora and Insomnia. I'd love to do that.
It'd be kind of fucking great.
Doing anything as Sora is fun because I love Sora. He's a great guy.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to have that aspect of, like, you go out to all the worlds and you have the stuff, but then when you come back to Quadratum, you've got, like, a bunch of stuff you can do that are, like, a bit different.
And it enriches your experience a little bit more if you engage with that. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 4. We don't have any form of even, like, suspected release date, do we, for that game?
No. Ugh. I imagine next year, but...
It's going to be such a long way. Why did it take him so long to do Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4 is supposedly next year?
Well, Kingdom Hearts 3, the big one was... the big one that Nomura always says is that he was trying to get Pixar to work, and it just took him so long to get the agreements.
Oh, because Disney are awkward as fuck when it comes to licensing.
So he was like... Because one of the quotes is like, he said, like, if they won't give us Pixar, then I'm not doing it. So they had to work it out, and for some reason it just took them a while to get it to. So
why did he not do a fucking Cars world? If he was so, why did he pick the shittest films? Well, he didn't actually. To be fair, Frozen, Toy Story, and Tangled are all great, and so is Monsters Inc. But the Monsters Inc. world sucks. What else was there?
What I like about it though, Pixar.
Were those the only ones? They were, weren't they?
There was Pirates, but that wasn't Pixar.
Ugh. The Pirates was alright in KH3, but they could have picked another one. Could have done with it.
Nah, Pirates was good. Oh, Big Hero 6, that was the other one.
Oh yeah, and that one was also pretty... Nah.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 world wasn't great. Although, I do like that all the worlds reflect like the core theme of the game and stuff.
Being a hero.
So it's fun. It's fun.
What was the core theme of Kingdom Hearts 3? Defeating an old man.
No.
Beating him with a key.
Yeah, that's it. That's the core theme of the game.
The core theme of the game is being shit until Remind released. Ooh!
Wow. Brave.
It's a hot take. It's not actually. I don't think that is. I think that's
good Disney film, that. Brave.
Oh yeah, they could do that.
They should put that. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
that'd be fun to
they
see.
could do that. They should start
KH4...
Sorry, you go on. I was just going to say some stupid shit.
I was just going to say KH4 is all about like doing their realistic worlds, it seems.
Yeah.
So
and more people in hoods, ominously standing on the edge of buildings, looking down at Sora, who's none the wiser.
Yeah, and referencing a mobile game that only I played. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun.
Why do they have to do all this bullshit?
Aren't you looking forward to seeing the return of Skuld?
It's my favourite character.
Yeah,
it's just like my favourite character from Kingdom Hearts 3, known as all the Keyblades in Keyblade Graveyard.
Yeah, you got Ephema and
the kid with the grey hair.
And you got bloody the KH4 trailer. Streletsy is in it, and and obviously no one.
That's the girl with the ginger hair, right?
Yeah.
Sora wakes up in the apartment, just standing over him.
Yeah,
and he goes, "God, scared me, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me." Jesus Christ.
So stupid. Oh man. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do with KH4. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
for sure.
it'll be a banger. It'll be a fucking generational banger. It'll change the landscape of video games, and everyone
sure
will be
hope
forever
so.
thankful that Kingdom Hearts 4 released.
I sure hope so. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 4, like, it's actually been quite a while since KH3 came out. Because when was it? It was January 2019.
Oh, fuck it out, was it? Oh,
29.
Jesus.
Yeah, 27. It
It was that recent.
2017.
Fucking hell, it feels like longer.
Yeah. Yeah, 29. What?
It was 2019. Fucking hell,
Yeah.
really? I mean, 2019 feels like it was
2019,
about 10 years ago, to be fair.
And then January 2020 is when Remind came out, because I remember when we were fighting Yozora, we were talking about the virus in China.
Oh, shit.
And then disaster struck.
Disaster really did strike.
Yeah.
Because we were streaming Remind during my like stint of unemployment when I got fired. I had to get another job. Then I got fired from that one.
Wow, that's rough.
That's okay, because I shafted them for their money. Because I worked from home for like the year that I worked for them, and I did nothing.
That's pretty based.
It's pretty based, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to more Kingdom Hearts. Hope KH4 has data battles.
I'm sure they'll have something.
They've got it.
Or other.
They've got it. Kingdom Hearts 3's data battles was so good, and a secret boss. I need a good secret boss because Yozora was amazing. Like Yozora gives Lingering Will a run for its money. It's probably even better than Lingering Will, to be honest.
Definitely better, yeah.
It's
Lingering Will's iconic, but
it is.
Yozora is mechanically more complex.
Oh, it's amazing. It's such a good fight. Like, I sometimes go back. Wait, I can't go back to our stream now because it's been deleted.
Why not?
Oh no, it hasn't been deleted.
No, it's still there. This was after that era.
Yeah. I sometimes. Well, it's been a while, but I used to go back to the Yozora fight and watch our final run when we actually beat him.
Oh yeah,
It was
that
so
was good.
It's just so fluid. What a good fight.
That was great. That was really great.
There's your JRPG news for the day.
Oh yeah. Are there any other news topics worth talking about? That
Modern
I don't
Warfare
know
3
about?
got zombies.
Oh yeah, did we not talk about that last time?
There was gameplay released for it now.
Oh, what does it look like?
It's the Warzone map. So it's a huge map, open world zombies, and yeah, it looks really shit. Did you hear of Outbreak from Cold War Zombies?
No.
It was pretty much open world zombies, and people liked Cold War Zombies, but they liked the survival maps because obviously everyone wants round-based zombies, and we haven't seen it properly. Round-based zombies hasn't been good since Black Ops 3, so everyone wants it to come back and wants it to be good, and it's not coming back. And yeah, the fucking Modern Warfare Zombies looks like shit. Oh god, it's got the ray gun in it. It's got PhD Flopper in it, which is hilarious because fucking not even Treyarch put PhD Flopper in their games anymore.
I know.
So yeah, it's got PhD Flopper. I saw a clip earlier of a dude jumping off a dolphin diving off a building and destroying a horde. It's got like
That's
weird
epic.
bosses around the map.
I just don't care. I'm not gonna play it.
It's shit. It's following the
I'm
Cold
looking
War
at it
Zombies
now.
story, which is just a half-assed attempt at creating a story off the back of the Treyarch Zombies games. Like, obviously Cold War was a Treyarch game, but it's like the story ended in Black Ops 4, and then they were like, wait, but this new universe that the characters from the old zombie storyline created, there's zombies in that one now as well. Whoa, and Richtofen's in it.
Oh my god.
Because fucking at the end of it was like the end of Cold War Zombies Easter egg or something. There's like this fucking really weird scene in like modern day, or maybe not modern day. I think it's like the 1960s or 70s or something in the Pentagon, and like it's like because Samantha and her brother Edward or whatever his name is are in that new universe. Because they're the Samantha from the old universe, and basically they went to this new universe because it was meant to be safe. Apparently it's not, don't know why. But at the end of this cutscene, like, you just see Richtofen walking through the Pentagon or some shit. It's really fucking weird. It's like, why is Richtofen here? He literally got erased from existence at the end of Black Ops 4. Like, all of the main characters, they were gone. It was a nice ending. Fair enough, Black Ops 4 is shit, but it was a nice ending to those characters. And bringing Richtofen back, what are you doing?
franchises need to learn that ending things is actually better.
It is better because now
endings are good.
I just feel
it's what makes
sick
a story
when I think
worthwhile.
about zombies.
If a story never ends, what's the fucking point?
Exactly.
It's not a story then.
Let's make some new
just...
IPs, you know, or at least do something. I mean, to be fair, they have tried many times to do new zombie storylines, but everyone fucking hates them.
Yeah, so they should just stop. They should just stop.
Yeah, just stop doing
cut it
zombies. Or just give me, like, what World at War was meant to be. Just random survival maps with nameless marines, where I can just do round-based stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to do the story. Just let it end.
I suppose there's a whole Easter egg community, though, and it's like... They need
to get the fuck over
get
it
a
and
life.
move on with their lives. Literally, go the fuck outside, play another game. You had your day in the sun. It's over now. It finished.
Content creators as well that are like, well, we need more fucking Easter eggs to do.
Content creators.
Yeah.
God, they're worse than the fucking game companies sometimes. Like, that's a lot of the reasons why games are so fucked these days is because they're catered towards content creators. Like, well, how can content creators promote our games?
Just
so
do what we did.
Money?
Move on to
we
a
need to do
different
this.
game series,
Fucking
or move on to all games. You know, don't do one game and then you'll make money, or you'll have to get a real job like me.
Yeah, create content passionately about things you want to make, and if you don't succeed, go work at Tesco. I don't fucking know what to tell you. Like,
oh god.
Like what's the difference at this point? Like, I don't know. I guess the mindset for me, like, I cannot imagine sitting there and in 2023, the year of our Lord 2023, making videos and content about Call of Duty fucking zombies. I would literally rather quit. Why would you still do that?
Yeah,
there's no way it can be so profitable that it's worth it. Like, what is fucking Mr. Ruffle Waffles? Does he still make content?
Oh yeah, he still does.
Does he do well?
I think he's one of the zombies YouTubers that is still doing somewhat well.
He uses the same reaction in like every thumbnail. It's just him looking concerned and sad. He's like, don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's currently making content on Modern Warfare Zombies news, so I mean, he's definitely not happy about it.
That's rough.
Yeah, I mean,
he still does well though, decently well, like 50,000 views minimum.
Yeah, it's
really
livable. It's a livable amount of money.
Yeah, like, and he puts out videos decently often. He's like, he is doing fine. I guess you would keep this up, but it must be soul crushing.
But you can see he's been trying to do other content. Like, there's a Redfall review here, and like, I survived Resident Evil in real life, which is an RE4 video.
Oh, he did Jedi Survivor, yeah.
It's that sort of thing. Yeah, part 1 gameplay walkthrough. Never uploaded another episode of it because it got 7.6k views. He's in that stage where it's like, oh god, I really would like to stop making zombies videos. Hogwarts Legacy video essay, Dead Space playthrough. Yeah, it's so hard to jump ship because you have to just swallow your pride and just say fuck it, fuck you.
Views don't matter. Yeah, that's really what you have to do, is be like, look, the views don't, like, if I upload a video and it gets 2,000 views despite having hundreds of thousands of subscribers, it doesn't matter. That's just it. That's just how it's got to be, because that's what happens when you build your entire audience off of one thing.
Yeah.
And if you wanna break free of that, you just have to bite the bullet and spend years building it back up again.
You have to, because if you make sporadic uploads every now and then that are something else, not only are you alienating your current audience that aren't going to care about it and may unsubscribe from you for that, but also anyone else that finds your channel from that video and clicks on your channel and just sees Modern Warfare, they're just like, well, this isn't a channel I want to subscribe to or stick around
Exactly, and that's the thing, right? Like, what took me so long to realize was that I had to completely drop Assassin's Creed to have any chance of building something up past it.
Well,
because
actually, you did a Assassin's Creed video like 3 months ago, so you never actually did. So fuck you.
Yeah, true. That's true. You got me right there.
You're not allowed to talk about it ever again.
But no, it's like, it's one of those things you really have to, like, you can't, like, because you know, I'd do like a retrospective or a video essay on something else, but then in between each one of those I'd have like 10 Assassin's Creed videos.
Yeah.
And it's like, anyone that finds that video essay or retrospective, they're gonna click on my channel and be like, oh, this is just Assassin's
this
Creed
guy's
stuff.
a pussy and doesn't want to fucking commit.
Yeah, exactly. So you just have to commit to it. It took me ages, and then, like, you do start and you get like you're used to getting, like, you know, 20 to 30,000, something like 50,000 views a video when you make an AC video, and then you move on and you're getting like 3,000 views,
and you want to hang yourself
on a video
because your self-worth is based on your YouTube stats. So you're like, fuck, what is happening?
Exactly.
I thought I was cool.
And it sucks. It sucks realizing that, you know, as much as you thought people gave a shit about you, they don't.
They don't.
And
yeah,
actually, they'll move on in a heartbeat if you stop making the content that they want. But then you've got to just go through that and be like, well, I can't keep doing stuff that makes me miserable.
You got to think of it like, well, I mean,
know.
I cultivated this audience once. What's stopping me from doing it again? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just one of those things you have to try and do, and it's so much more fulfilling when you reach a point like where you feel pretty comfortable.
Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, and that's okay. That's alright.
And
There's
it's
jobs
you know,
out there, maybe, I don't know. There actually is, to be honest. But...
There's always going to be that lingering feeling of like, oh, my video only got like, I don't know, 20,000 views, but I have, you know, 200,000 subscribers, and I'm like, that looks wrong, and I don't like that. That's a thing.
Yeah, because you know that people are clicking on that video and looking at your subscriber count and going, this guy's fell off, he fell off.
Yeah, but obviously they don't understand that what happened is you just restarted your channel, pretty much.
Yeah.
But you couldn't delete your subscriber number, so you just have to go with it again, and so it just is this huge inflated number, and it does suck.
It does, and it's very stressful, and it makes you feel really bad.
It's
fucking awful.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, I started everything again, and like now being able to post, you know, just a random video essay and being able to get, you know, 20, 30,000 views, you know, that's good. But when you compare it to my subscriber count, I'm like, oh, that's so annoying. I just wish I could purge all my inactive subs. Just get rid of them.
Yeah.
So that I'm a channel with, like, I imagine if I was to get rid of my inactive subs, like, I reckon I'd be on like 50k.
Really? Fucking hell. Yeah, but I have
Maybe.
50k.
I don't
and I
even
reckon,
know.
I have a bunch of inactive subs as well.
Exactly,
I'd
that's
have
what I'm
like
saying. So
20k.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
exactly.
sounds so shit.
Yeah, but at least it's like people wouldn't look at it and go, "Oh, your channel's dead." It's like, well, it's
True,
not.
but I mean, if people tell me my channel's dead, I'll be like, "Yeah, it fucking is."
Yeah,
it fucking is dead.
like...
I mean, look at my last time I uploaded, 5 months ago, and then the time before that, 1 year, 2 years. It's like in the space of 2 years, I've uploaded 4 videos. That's fucking shit. That's a dead channel. I don't care though.
Well, you know, your last 2 uploads,
Bangers.
44k, 100k, both did well.
Let's hope this Sonic video. Let's hope the title is inflammatory enough, because I mean, the fucking new update for Sonic Frontiers just came out, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, Sonic Team fixed Frontiers," and my video coming out 3 hours. Sonic Frontiers was almost great. People are gonna be like, "What? Almost? What? Almost? Fucking Sonic Team fixed it, you prick!" So hopefully that'll get a bunch of views as well, and I'll keep up that trend of releasing videos that get, you know, actual decent views. I mean, I thought my Horizon video was gonna get like 5,000 views, sitting on 100,000. I mean, I was happy with it hitting 5,000. I was like, I would be very happy if this hit 5,000 views.
Yeah,
and it's exceeded my expectations by a ridiculous amount. So
yeah, that really is the best thing though, isn't it? Like my Bolt video, like I was it hit like it came out, it passed 6,000, it was on 7,000, 8,000 views. I was like, and then it sort of started to stagnate. I was like, 8,000 views, that's really good for a Bolt video, like on my channel. But then all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, it's on 250,000 views. I'm like, what is going on? Just mental, just absolutely blew up. And I was like, that felt just so satisfying that it was a video that really was just made for no other reason than I just had a passionate idea and was like, I'm going to make this into a video. And it just did really well. That feels great when that happens.
It does. And it's well deserved.
And so,
it's a good bit of content. I haven't watched it, but I know it is.
It's a great video. It's good. Mum and Dad watched it.
They did. My mum messaged me. She's like, you watched James' Bolt video? Watch it right now.
So did Gran and Pap. They watched it as well.
Oh, bless them.
Which is, yeah, you know. But it was it was a good video. It's nice, but it's nice when you make a passionate video and that does well. It sort of pushes you more to be like, well, I'm just gonna work on things I want to work on, which is, you know, really the plan.
That's what it's all
really
about.
The plan. Talking about videos though, what's your update on your Sonic one? Where are you at with it?
Ooh, so it's taken a long fucking time to edit. It's now an hour and 5 minutes in length, edited, but. Right. The caveat is, I'm going to have to go back and change a lot of the stuff that I said, because since playing it, I disagree with some of this, because I've played it a little bit more while writing the video to record more gameplay, and there's a few things in the script that I think I disagree with now, so I'm going to change that. Not too much stuff, okay. But also, there's a whole bit that I want to tack on to the end of the video talking about the updates, because I do think they're worth talking about. Not in the context of this fixed the game, because I think the updated version of the game is the game we should have gotten at the beginning. but it's gonna be a little positive spin, because as much as I do think we should have had that game at the beginning, I think it's cool that Sonic Team listened to the wider community. It's something that they've never really done before.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty cool.
What does the update do?
Well, they added in you can actually there was 3 updates. There was update 1, 2, and then there was the final Horizons update, whatever the fuck it's called. I think that just adds in a new story, the final one, which is fair enough. I don't really know what that even is, to be honest. But update 2 added in new physics modifiers, so you can actually give yourself momentum physics, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
Not to the extent that I wanted it to be, but it plays so much better. Like, you can actually retain momentum out of jumps and when coming down slopes, kind of. The slopes thing is still bad, like you still lose all of your momentum, but it's more than it was before, so it plays a hell of a lot better. They added in the spin dash, manual spin dash, so it plays a lot
Was
like...
that not in the game?
No, it wasn't. You could do the drop dash from a jump, but you couldn't spin dash. They added a spin dash
That's wild.
so it works like the adventure game, so you can charge it up and you can also activate it mid-run to roll down surfaces. You can use it to spin dash and jump like you could in adventure, which was really fun. So the game actually plays really well now in the open areas. It feels good to play.
But is it still like random rails floating in the sky?
Oh yeah, obviously the rails are there. The rails are a deeper symptom of the game that are not going to go away.
And like the story is the same.
The story sucks. The story is awful.
So they haven't fixed the game at all.
I think they fixed the movement basically, and the open world activities. They added in new challenges that are actual challenges. Because you remember the challenges before, the unfog map challenges, where it was like stand on 3 buttons or like side loop this spot. Now they have actual speed trials and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
So that's fun. And they've got battle rush mode, so you can fight enemies in like a little arena sort of thing. And at the end of it, you have to fight the Titan from that island, and it's like a timed thing, so you can get like a score on that, which I think is pretty fun. I think Sonic excels in like timed things because it's about speed. Like it's got to be like challenges that are all focused around that thing. And then you've got platform-based challenges called the Coco challenges, where you have to do puzzles around the map and platforming sections to collect Coco, which give you random. I don't know what they give you, to be honest, but that's pretty fun.
Okay.
They added in a music thing, so you can listen to whatever music you want when running around the map, from old Sonic games and from Frontiers. You can just cycle through the music, which is pretty cool. Cosmetics, you can get the soap shoes, which is pretty fun.
Oh, that's epic.
And like other stuff, like other outfits for Sonic, which is pretty cool. So they've done a lot to the game, which makes it actually a complete experience now.
Right, but the things that were fucked are still fucked though. Like,
well, I mean, the cyberspace stages got like time trial. The cyberspace stage is actually pretty fun now too. But yeah, literally the only remaining issue I really have with the game are the open world areas kind of not being that great, and the story. Everything else is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. Like, the gameplay for Frontiers, I'd say, is the best Sonic gameplay we've had since the adventure era. It genuinely feels it's very fun. Like, sometimes I just boot it up to just run around, because it's actually fun to play. It's just a shame the story sucks, and there's nothing to do.
Sonic Frontiers is better after the patches.
It is better after the patches, but of course, I'm not letting those aspects change my critique of the base game. And I make that very clear from the get-go. Like, the majority of this video is about the base game, my issues with the base game. If you have a problem with that, fuck off. Let's skip to the end where I talk about the updates. So yeah, I've talked about the physics, I've talked about the movement, I've talked about the Guardians, I've talked about the challenges. My next section is the cyberspace stages, which I think may require a bit of reworking as well. The script has a bit of reworking to do, but overall, it's good. I'm proud of it, and I think it's going to be a good video for everyone to enjoy when that comes out. Well, I don't know when. I really want to get it done by the end of the year. Like, really, because I want to do my Assassin's Creed 1 retrospective.
Oh my god.
I want to do my Halo Infinite retrospective, which I think there's no time on that. Like, that can be done whenever, but I have a lot to say about Infinite, and
well, there's no time on anything now.
Well, true. I mean, it's not
so
like
far off.
It's not like
Next
I need to
year
rush.
is 17 years since AC1.
I'm not even gonna
so-
put a years later in the title. I don't think. I'm just gonna. It's gonna be called like Assassin's Creed was a masterpiece or something like that. Just something simple. Like I don't want it to be a years later video because then it dates the title and it kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really want to do a Black Flag video, but I also want to do an Assassin's Creed 3 video. But those are not going to happen for a while. Black Flag will be more fun because Black Flag is actually a banger. But
yeah, I'm gonna do that next year.
Yeah.
Early next year.
it's crazy
Black
that it's
Flag.
been 10 years since Black Flag.
Yeah, that's absolutely fucking insane.
Oh,
That's insane.
that's
10 years.
disgusting.
That's mental.
Jesus.
10 fucking years.
Christ. Oh, my Dead Space video as well, where I've got like 15,000 words in the script written, and I stopped like earlier this year, and now I don't know where I was. And I don't have the same opinions at the time, so that's going to be fun when I get back into that. Fucking hell.
That is a whole thing. I started working on my Red Dead video and I just stopped. And I don't know if I'm gonna get back into it or not. I just don't know. Because part of me is like, I mean, I know I could make a good Red Dead Redemption 2 video, and I'm sure people would like it. But at the same time, I'm like, do I really want to make like a 3-4 hour retrospective on a game that has been talked about to death? I don't know if that'll be entirely fulfilling.
Yeah.
So I might just not do it.
Go for it. I mean, by go for it, I mean don't go for it, I guess.
Don't go for it. Don't go for it. Yeah. I think people will probably be a little bit annoyed because I think people will be like, well, I really wanted to see that video. And like, I get it, but I don't know if, I think it would be a bit depressing to sit there for like months working on a video where I'm like, I know I'm not breaking new ground here.
No.
I know I have nothing to say that hasn't already been said
Yeah.
because people have broken down and analyzed RDR2 to death because it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's like, what am I going to add to the conversation? Nothing really, and that doesn't feel very creatively fulfilling. Whereas with God of War 2018, for example, although people have appreciated it, I don't think or at least I haven't seen it analysed to the extent that I tried to do with my retrospective, and that felt satisfying to do.
Yeah.
To talk about all these different elements of the game and how the gameplay informs narrative and all of that stuff. And that was really fun, and the same, like I stopped working on the Red Dead video to work on the Spider-Man retrospective I'm working on, to get that out just before Spider-Man 2, so I'm sort of against the clock here. Yeah, I want to get it finished in like the next 4 days. I've edited just over an hour of it, and I've got about an hour and a half of unedited audio left to go. And I'm gonna
4 days.
I'm gonna try and get it done in like 4 days. I think I could do it.
The most editing for a video I can hope to get done in a day is like 10 minutes max. That's why it's taken me so fucking long to do this Sonic video.
Well, that's the thing. Like, the goal that I've set myself is that every day I'm gonna edit 20 minutes of the video, which takes me usually around 6 hours.
Yeah.
I think something like that. So it's like if I work like 6 to 8 hours a day, I get the marker done, and then I'm gonna get it done by the 15th at the latest.
So you know
and
when it's scheduled to be done by. You know that if you stick to a schedule, it's guaranteed to be done by that point.
Yeah, it has to be. And like, that's also based on the length of the audio, and obviously there's parts that I'm going to cut out, and like bits where I fuck up and stuff like that, so I'm probably ahead of schedule, really. But I'll just have to keep going with it and hope for the best. But I liked working on that one because it was like, I felt like I had something to say about Spider-Man that people hadn't really said about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which felt good to be able to make that video. Whereas with Red Dead, I'm just like, I just don't know if I want to make it, so I might not. I think I might just grab it.
That's fair enough.
Which is a bit sad, but
I mean, how deep into it were you?
Oh, not at all. I was only still playing the game. I have a whole thing full of notes. And I was on chapter 3, like halfway through chapter 3, and then I stopped playing to start Spider-Man, and I just probably won't go back to it now.
Yeah,
it's been months
now. Where it's like you start something else and you look back on it and you're like, I'm not mad about not going back to that. I'm like, I have other things that I think I could make that I really would like to make, and I think the Bolt video and also what was the other one I made that was really fun to work on? Resident Evil one.
The Resident Evil one, like it didn't do great, but it did, better than my last Assassin's Creed video, the Assassin's Creed Chronicles China one and stuff. So it was like, okay, that's nice.
That's true.
There
the dogs.
I liked working on the video for Starfield and the one for God of War Ragnarok, and it's like those videos push me to be like, I think I'd just rather sit down and work on something that I really want to make, and see what it turns into.
I mean, that's where the best work comes from. You're forcing yourself to finish a
Yeah.
video. You get sloppy, you get lazy.
Yeah.
You don't do it to the extent that you would if it's a video where you're like, every second of this video needs to be perfect.
Yeah, because it's something you really care about, and you're like, this is going to be a great final product.
Yeah.
And like that Ragnarok one was like, I remember working on that, and I didn't set myself a deadline. I was like, I'm just gonna make the best video I can make, and that was such a fun process of like trying to make sure my arguments were concrete. You know, even when I had the video sort of finished, I went back and added bits, took bits out, reworked parts of the script just to make it exactly how I wanted it to be. And like I had a lot of fun setting up the stupid little like corkboard segment for it.
Yeah.
And doing all of that. It was just such a fun video to make, where just like there was no time constraints, no pressure, just make a good video. That was so fun, and I want to do a lot more of that with creative bits in there and stuff. So that's really the plan.
Maybe you can do a hot take video on a Rebirth when it comes out.
Oh god.
You're like, this game is
terrifying.
shit. Fucking hate it. It's got fucking Zack in it.
What I might do actually,
You could do a
is
critique
when...
of Zack or a critique of the compilation.
Oh god, I could, and it would be terrifying. What I might do at some point is when the entire remake trilogy is out, do like a big video on Final Fantasy VII and like what Final Fantasy VII means, what the compilation did wrong, and how remake either, because we don't know how, like it could end up being like actually really good and I'm wrong and I eat my words, or it could be exactly what I think it's going to be, and that will depend on, you know, what they do. But then I could make a thing on that, and it could just be this big video about Final Fantasy VII and what Final Fantasy VII
And the
means,
title can be like,
you know.
Final Fantasy VII isn't Final Fantasy VII, or something like
Oh,
that.
that's an epic title. That's such an epic title. I love that one. It's like what I did for Saints Row. The Saints Row reboot hates Saints Row.
Yeah, something like that.
That was also a fun video to make too.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, yeah, but that's the plan. That's
Beautiful.
where we're going.
Nice.
That's what we're doing. So, good stuff. Okay, next segments we've got. We pushed back to this episode was your recommended from last.
That is
time.
true. Yeah, that is very true.
So we've got. I think you already posted the videos in the chat.
I believe
before.
I did. Was it 3 videos? It was just 3.
Yes.
No, 4.
Here we
It's
go.
4.
Okay, we've got burger time lapse. 10,000 maggots versus fish. Shiba Inu being cleaned. And what was the last one?
Will the wild kookaburras let me pet them?
Yeah, that's it.
Great content. This is what we needed.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll start with burger time lapse.
Okay, cool. I am ready.
Oh, I got a fucking ad. Why do I have an ad? I'm on my fucking... Oh, it's not the right account.
Classic.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm ready. I'll count us in.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. It's time for us to watch a burger decay. Oh, I think it's between 2 burgers as well. Yeah.
Oh.
One's like a processed... I think it's a McDonald's burger. And one is like a normal burger.
A
Normal burger, because a McDonald's burger is an Eldridge burger.
True. Round 1. Oh my god.
They're both just sort of flattening a little bit. Oh, 5 days. I mean, that's gnarly already. Like, 10 day. Oh, the mold on it.
That's horrible. It looks like that Krabby Patty thing.
Yeah, they're fucked up. Yeah, it does.
Why is the McDonald's one like fine?
Because they have loads of preservatives in them.
That's wild.
So they last ages. It's just fine. 25 days sitting there, no mold. And it's still going. It's still fine. 32 days. The other burger is just becoming disgusting.
That is fucked.
It's got like mold growing on top of mold on it. I'm sure if there was bugs in the room, they would... Oh, 48 days, they stopped the time lapse of the organic one. Okay.
The other one is just
Still going.
another 40 days they went.
I suppose the other burger, they were like, this is getting disgusting. It's stinking out the entire place. We need to get rid of it. The other one's just chilling. There you go.
That's wild that it just still like didn't even look that bad.
Oh, next to each other. Oh god, they're in the ring together. Ugh. Just
Look at that,
the juice
already
is
just-
dripping out of it. It's disgusting. I mean, I wouldn't eat either of these burgers after like a day. Oh wait.
No. Oh.
Oh, because they're both in the same.
Interesting. Yeah, because they're
environment.
next to each other.
The one burger infected the other one.
That's crazy. That's horrible.
That is disgusting. Look at them. Oh my god. We just kept it running. Oh, look at the one on the left.
Dude.
That's so bad. There's bugs. You can see the little micro bugs in it. Can you see it? In both
Dude,
of
mold
them?
is fucked up.
It is crazy.
What the fuck?
It just shows just how decay works. That's what we're gonna be like in. Oh, the bugs.
Oh no.
Not on my delicious burger. Mmm. I'd love to take a bite out of one of those.
Oh my god.
All these fucking organisms coming out of them.
What the hell?
Oh wait, the mold's like falling off. It's not so easy to trick certain burgers to grow mold. What? To trick them? Trick the burger into growing mold?
They're just
Oh, it's reversing it. I
it.
see. Oh, now they look delicious again.
I still wouldn't eat that now.
Mmm.
Can't trick me.
That's a good video. I like that video.
That was wild.
Now we have 10,000 maggots versus fish, which is pretty
So
disgusting.
a similar vein, sort of.
Yeah, but it's
as the other video.
maggots. Yeah, I was watching
Yeah.
time-lapse videos at work.
Oh, dude, talking about maggots, fucking, I don't know what happened, right? But our food bin that is outside the front of our house that we throw away food in, I think one of like the bags that the food was in like split, and I opened it one day and there was like a fuck ton of maggots. in
Oh,
there.
that's fucking
It
horrible.
It was disgusting. It was so bad. I was like, oh no,
Oh,
what the
maggots are
fuck are we supposed to do about
disgusting.
this? We had to pour in like boiling water in there
kill
to get
them
rid of
all.
them. Yeah, it was fucked.
They got
it was
spawn
fucked up.
trapped.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, flies just need to stop laying their young in stupid places.
It was like a mob spawner, really.
Yeah, you got
Like,
loads
they
of
were all
XP
just like
when you killed them.
writhing around. Yeah, it was horrible. Okay,
That's
right, I'm ready to watch
disgusting.
this
Right,
video.
let's watch this maggot video. Alright, 3, 2, 1, play. Fish time.
Look at them.
I mean, 10,000 maggots is a lot.
how the fuck do you know it's 10,000? Did someone count?
Count them all. You buy them on the internet, and they go 10,000 here, going straight for the eyes, of course.
Wow.
They're just such weird little things.
They are horrible, aren't they?
They're like isopods,
Ugh.
like burrowing into its flesh, going in its mouth.
Oh, that's horrible.
This poor fish. It didn't know what was going to befall its body.
They're all just getting inside it. They're gonna eat it from the inside out.
That's pretty much what they do. Oh, they like come out of its gills and stuff as well. Ugh.
Oh my god.
It's like straight
Maggots
up
are
devouring it.
wild.
Yeah, they really are. Oh, they've gotten its eye now.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
how is this content?
It looks like that. It
allowed?
looks like that Twitch emote with the fish in its mouth.
Oh
open.
yeah, the one that looks all surprised.
Yeah. That is horrible.
They're not doing much damage to the scales though. I suppose that
No, they're not.
they're doing alright. The fish it's got natural protection. Fuck is this music as well?
Yeah, it's super aggressive.
Oh, it's like one in its eye right now. Stop it. They just eat. What do they do with the maggots when they're done with them? Pour boiling water on them, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. What's
'Cause
the
I mean,
point? Like,
you don't
why?
want them to turn into flies, do you?
Like, why are they doing this?
Eating.
Like, why do they need to eat so much of the fish?
They just love it. I guess
They
there is
just don't
10,000 and
stop.
they're like fighting each other for food.
Like, if I put my arm in a thing full of maggots, would they just, like, rip my skin off?
They may try to eat you. I don't know how they do it though.
Oh my god.
All of its
dude.
organs are gone. That is horrific.
Maggots are fucked up.
They are fucked up, guys. They have no respect for the dead. They're just going crazy. It looks like they're raving with this music going on.
Oh my god.
And that fish is just no longer an organism.
God. How do they know not to eat other maggots?
Maybe they do eat each other, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they do.
They probably do. Either that or they let off like pheromones or something like that.
Yeah,
Some animal
maybe.
shit, you know. There you go,
God.
it's just a pile of bones and scales. It's pretty
That
crazy.
is horrible.
Oh, they're reversing it.
Oh, they're reversing it.
Yay! 2 days,
The fish
9
is
hours.
back.
Took them that long.
Until it collapsed. God.
A second maggot has hit the fish.
That was. Oh god, that was horrible. Okay,
Now it's time for a nice
let's do
video.
Shiba Inu gets cleaned.
This
or whatever it
Shiba's
was.
so cute. It's so fucking
I think
cute.
I've seen a video of this guy before.
Yeah, I think this Shiba's quite famous on TikTok
Yeah.
or something.
Because he's really well behaved. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
3,
Okay, I'm ready.
2, 1, play. Just a cute little guy. It's like the antithesis of Sora.
I know. God, I can't imagine Sora being this well behaved. How on earth do you get a Shiba that just is this good?
I don't know. It's so cute though.
He's just so content.
He's like, hey, none of my pawsies.
Look at him just covered in this. So.
It's just a little baby.
Oh, look at him.
Such a good boy. Or girl.
Wow.
I don't know if it's a girl or not. I actually don't know.
Wow.
Such a clean dog.
Very not fat as well.
Oh, yeah, true. That's a good.
Unlike Sora.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
It's got a little dryer.
What the fuck?
Look how cute! It's cuddling with its toy.
Put him in the microwave.
Ah, little baby. Sleep.
Wow.
So cute.
Wow.
Oh, I love
That's
those
so
videos.
nice.
It's so positive.
That
Time
was
for another
nice.
positive video. Will the wild kookaburras let me pet them? We test it with 5 different kookaburras. This is a great video as well. It's so
Okay.
awesome. Alright,
I'm
3,
ready.
2, 1, play.
Good morning, everyone. So I get a lot of people asking me if the kookaburras let me pat them. So I thought that I'd just do a little video showing you.
They're so
They
pleasant.
do let me pat them, but I just don't know if they really. You gonna let me pat you? Yeah. See, it's okay.
Wow.
What? This is Boo Bitey. Have you come for a pat as well? Ready? Do you want a little pat? Come on, it's okay. You get a little pat.
We
Alright,
test with
this is
5
little
different
baby kookaburra.
kookaburras.
Do you want a little baby? Do you want a little
This is
pat?
the. He's loving it.
Aww.
They're so cute.
Yeah, you get a little pat. And this is Cheeky Boy.
Nice
Cheeky Boy, do you want a
guys.
pat?
This is Cheeky
Whose
Boy.
feather do you have? in there? Is that your girlfriend's feather? Right, do you want a little
Is
pat?
that your girlfriend's fella?
Yeah. Here you
That's
go, give me a little
amazing.
pat.
You gotta love them.
Now this is the new girl. I think she's a girl. Hey, you're very cute. Look. You gonna bite my finger? Alright. She's pretty shy, so I don't know if she's gonna let me pat her. Hey, it's okay.
She's not very
It's
happy
okay.
about it.
Oh. This is why we test with 5 different
Let me pat you.
kookaburras.
Exactly. 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
There you go.
4
Just
out
a
of
little
5
pat.
kookaburras let us
It's
pat.
okay. It's okay.
It's okay, little
It's
kookaburra.
okay, just a little pat.
Wow.
She liked it. It's 5 out of 5 actually.
Yeah. Wow.
Alright.
5 out of 5 different kookaburras.
That's pretty good.
That was great. That was a good video. I like that one.
It's pretty good.
I gave it a like.
Yeah. We love to see it. So 2 kind of fucking weird videos and then 2
And then
nice
two
ones.
nice wholesome
It's a
ones.
palate
yeah.
cleanser.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That was very nice. That was very nice. All right. Well, to wrap up, we have a couple Patreon topics.
Cool.
Which we didn't do last week, but we're doing our alternating system.
That's true. That's
Actually, next week would be Dreams and Down the Foxhole,
Yeah.
but because it's the closest podcast to Halloween, it should be our Halloween special.
It should. Yes, it should. I'll find some spooky stories.
Yes, and what I also want is for our audience to write in the comments with spooky or scary events that have happened to you.
Please.
Which are either unexplainable or where it was just like, I don't know, a dangerous experience where you felt very scared.
Yeah, you can do that too. Anything with fear.
yeah.
But if you do
Anything
have
with
some ghost
fear.
stories, even if it's like not your story, if it's like, oh, my grandmother told me this or my friend told me this.
Yes.
I love to hear
yeah,
some
yeah.
ghost stories, you know?
Yeah, it's like we're all going to be around a campfire.
Yeah, I'll make
and
sure
we're
the
gonna-
lights are all dimmed on that episode
yes.
as well.
Yeah, that'll be good. I'll make
Be a
sure
good
the lights
time.
are like orange,
Yeah.
like Halloween, but also like Horsey and Fox.
Oh, that's true. We're a Halloween podcast.
Exactly, we are. So that'll be good. Everyone, write us some topics in the comments of this video, with your spooky stories, whether
Or spooky
things have happened
dreams.
to you, or or spooky dreams.
We could cross them over.
We could do spooky Halloween themed dreams.
That'd
actually
be
be
sick,
fun.
actually. Yeah.
What if we did Down the Foxhole, but it was scary?
I could do that
down
too.
The foxhole.
I could actually actually
what would
do
that be?
Like ghost
Would it be like
sightings.
Halloween themed ones, or like ghost? Yeah, okay, ghost themed ones.
There
Or
was
like,
actually I actually have one in mind that I saved like last week, so I have.
What
I have
about like
an idea.
people that have spotted like beasts in the wild or something? that they
Yeah.
can't. They're like, ooh,
Like
was
the
it
Slender Man.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, do that. That'd be good. Okay,
Cool.
sweet. Okay, so to move on to Patreon topics, we have got the first one here from Disciple Nick Zan, who leaves a topic every single time. We love Nick Zan.
True. We love him. We love him.
Who says, "G'day James and George, I hope you're both doing very well. Recently, I've been revisiting one of my favourite childhood stories with my girlfriend, as she was never exposed to it properly, and I thought you guys might like to give it a watch or a read, as it is a quality story. It's called Del Toro Quest, and it's quite easily the best Australian fantasy book series to this day.
Ooh.
The show was made by a small Japanese studio, so it is an anime, and it's so
Ooh.
true to the books, it's insane. Changes are only with less important dialogue and some character designs. Essentially, it's about the 16-year-old kid and his mentor traveling the continent in the search of 7 gems. Well, that's the premise. If I told you what it was really about, I'd have to spoil the show, so I'd better not. Anyway, George, I know you're always looking to sink your teeth into some good anime, so if you're looking for another show that's relatively short, then there you go. James, to be honest, I don't know if you'll even remember to watch this, but I thought I'd share it regardless. It isn't on anything except YouTube as far as I can tell.
What's it called?
And then Del Toro Quest. And then he's left a link to the
How do I spell
thing.
Tora?
T-O-R-A.
Oh, Del Toro Quest.
Yeah, here's the. It's on. He sent the. There's the link to the playlist.
Ah, it's only one
where
season long as well. It's on
He's
YouTube.
got it here. Yeah, well, it's 52 episodes.
Whew!
But yeah.
English dub. We love to
So,
see
there
it.
you go.
We love to see
Yeah.
it.
We should watch it and then do a
spoiler
cast
cast
on it.
It'll be
A Del
like,
Toro Quest spoiler cast. Yeah.
We could do a stream cast on it.
Yeah. Past cast.
We could do a past cast on it.
Everyone's favorite childhood show, Del Toro Quest.
It is. It is.
But yeah. All right. I'll try watch it. I'll try give it a watch.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
can watch it
finishes
without
off by
it.
saying, yeah, maybe, or maybe not, who knows. He finishes off by saying, oh, and George, please read my comment on the last episode if you haven't already. It's rather important. All right,
Okay.
that's enough for me. Have a great week, lads. Nick.
I'll do it right now. What
What did he leave on the last episode?
I have no idea. Let's see if my computer can load it. Ah, wow, I typed in Horsey and Fox, but I typed it the wrong way, so it doesn't even come up with anything.
That's amazing.
Horsey and Fox, episode 15. It's doing the last episode? Or
Yeah.
the
Oh,
last
he said-
episode?
I found it. He said, love the podcast, guys, but for Christ's sake, George, Canberra is pronounced Canberra,
Oh, yeah.
not Canberra, you
Yeah,
goose.
I pronounced it Canberra. Where is Canberra?
Canberra.
Australia, is it?
It must be Australia.
Alright, Can. I'm just going down to Canberra. Alright, you can.
So I was taking a trip to Canberra, and I came across
A bloody
Tour Quest,
fuck! I came
an
across a
old
fucker.
DVD. Came across a fucker. Oh my god.
I came across an old cunt.
I I came across an old cunt in Canberra. And I wasn't happy about it.
I was bloody fuming. Right.
And the only other comment we've got on the topics thread on Patreon is from Dylan, but I don't think it's Summer Dylan. I think it's the other Dylan.
Dylan, yeah.
Yeah, Dylan, who's just Dylan, who says, "Hey boys, love the pod. With Mirage coming out, it got me nostalgic for Valhalla for some reason, and I couldn't figure out why until I realised I binged the Four Pillars podcast while I limped through Essex. Thank you for being there for me, so I didn't blow my brains out. Anyway, I just wanted to ask you what your hobbies are outside of video games, media, and YouTube. What are some of the hobbies that you'd like to take up, or hobbies you've always thought were fascinating but never thought you'd get into? Thanks, guys. Have a good one."
Thanks, Dylan.
Interesting. What about you? What's your
I like camping
hobbies?
and hiking. This year I went to the Lake District and hiked up one of the fells there, which was pretty fun. I do like a bit of camping. We were wild camping in Lake District as well, which was cool. I'd love to go to Scotland, and because wild camping is legal in Scotland, I'd like to go to Scotland and camp out in the middle of like some fucking crazy fucking mountainous place. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be quite cool.
What else do I like doing? I don't fucking know. I don't have a time for an awful lot of other things outside of video games and content creation. I play the guitar a little bit, not much anymore at all. I'm not very great at it, to be fair, but I do that every now and then. And fucking your mum.
Get fucked, Dylan. Yeah, that's hobbies? Fuck, I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I guess, my job is my hobby, like, so
yeah.
It's both,
and it takes up like all of your time. So I mean,
exactly. So like, there's not much else I do, but I don't have like this burning desire where I'm like, God, I wish I could do this other thing. It's like I'm just quite content, I think.
You're fulfilled.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. Like I like going to interesting new places with Sora and taking him on a walk. Like that's fun, but it's not really a hobby. It's just a bit of fun. It's
hobby.
Nice.
Dog walking.
Yeah, maybe.
Travel.
Yeah, does that count? I mean, I don't know. I enjoy it. You know, going to
everyone likes travel.
I'd like to do more of it.
Not everyone likes travel, to be fair. I'd say travel is a hobby, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I don't really have anything like that I do. I don't know.
You're happy with your current situation, and that's perfect.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because for me, like, if I had another job, YouTube, I would still do it, but then it would just be a hobby. It'd be like, oh, that's my interesting hobby that I do. But it's just both because it is the hobby that I do, but also it's how I make my money.
It's both mashed into one.
Yeah, so it's just both things because I do obviously still love doing it. If I didn't, I wouldn't do it. I'd just go get another job.
Yeah, in like IT or something, or like marketing.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucking depressing. I'd blow my brains out inside of a year.
It is.
that'd be really rough for me.
It's so crushing.
But no, I mean, actually, to be fair, if I didn't do what I do, what would I do? I guess I would try and get a job in some sort of journalism or something.
Yeah.
Like I'd work for an outlet like IGN or Kotaku or
you
something and write articles. Exactly. I could be one of those ones. I could be one of those epic journalists where everyone's like, "Oh, that's the one from that company I really like."
Who says that about any company?
I don't know. Well, like Colin Moriarty was when he worked for IGN. He was the one that a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's a Colin Moriarty article. That'll be a good one."
What's he up to these days?
Because, you know, still doing his stuff. He's still doing Colin's Last Stand.
Fighting the woke agenda.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't keep up with Colin. No. I know he's obviously not he's not a very lefty type of guy, but I hope he's not, you know,
crazy,
deeply right wing. I hope.
He seems alright. He doesn't talk too much about politics these days, does he?
No, I think last time we spoke to him, he said that there's a lot of things where he's just like, he doesn't owe people a take. Like, people will bait him and be like, "Oh, what do you think about this thing?" He's like, "I don't need to tell you what I think about that. It doesn't matter."
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know, what I think about it is irrelevant because I make gaming content. like that's, you know,
That's
I don't
fair
know people
enough.
a political take all the time, which is, yeah, respectable.
Yeah.
So, but no, he's still doing, you know, bits and bobs with all his different podcasts he does with Chris Raygun. With,
Oh, he does a podcast with
that
Chris
one.
Raygun.
yeah, bloody, what's it called? The PlayStation one, Sacred Symbols,
Oh, I see.
PlayStation podcast. And then there's Defining Duke, which is under Last Stand Media, which is Mr. Matty Plays is one of the hosts.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty cool. So yeah, doing bits and
That's
bobs,
the
I reckon.
that's the Colin Moriarty section of today's podcast.
That's the Colin Moriarty section. That's the update on Colin Moriarty. What's he up to?
He's up
Um,
to Attention
doing-
Deficit Disorder Sacred Symbols episode 275. Doesn't
Wow.
look like. Oh, there he is. Chris Reagan. That's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, to add to my hobbies, I kind of like photography. I don't have a camera.
I do. I like photography.
It's
yeah.
fun, isn't it? Like when you go somewhere
Yeah.
nice, like Florence, for example. God, I wish I had a
Yeah.
good camera for that shit.
Oh, dude, I took my Sony A6100,
Ooh.
and I have two lenses. I have my normal one that I use for streaming, but I also have a 28mm lens, which it looks so sick.
It's like true
There are
cinema.
some sick pictures I got. Wait, hang on. Let me see if I can find one to show you, because I took some sick pictures.
Go on, then.
And I can throw one up on the podcast so people can see.
Sweet.
But it's such a good lens because it's zoomed in, but like it's really good for like wide shots of things, which is quite nice.
Like a skyline or something.
Yeah, which is quite nice for Florence.
True.
Because of the the various
Landmarks.
stuff that's there. Let me see if I can find like a really nice one. I took a load of random shit, so there's a lot of random stuff here, but there are some good ones. I should have like singled out the ones that I was like, oh, this is a really nice picture, and I should keep this somewhere. But I shoot them raw and also as a converted JPEG as well, so it's like two different versions of the same image. Because when you leave it raw, it leaves like all the edges of the lens and also the like the sort of
The
I don't know what
overlay?
you call it. Like the I don't know what you call it. Like there's noise to it.
Oh, okay.
Whereas it filters that out on the JPEG version.
That's what we love to see. You don't want no fucking noise on that shit.
Yeah, and I've got there's a really good one. I took a really good one of, I think it was when I was in Siena, was it? I took like a really sick picture of this. I think it was on the 16th. Yeah, this will be it. I took this sick picture of this like statue in this little area. And I thought it looked really cool.
Send it over.
Where is it? Oh, I can totally find this. Come on. Wait, is this? Okay, yeah, this one. Wait, which one is it? This one. We've got... Okay, will this send on Discord, or is it going to be too big of an image?
Ah!
That one.
I've been there!
That looked quite nice. Yeah, it's a classic.
That's like the three... Where, like, you're looking at that sort of square, and each building is from, like, a different era. That's why they look so drastically different. It's like three eras of architecture next to each other, which was really cool. Is that like right next to this the big podium that has like the wolf on it? Like it's a big like sort of column that's got a wolf on it.
It could be.
Because I remember when we were in Siena, it was like near this bit here. There was a podium with a wolf on it, which is Romulus and Remus, the mythological founders of Rome, and it was like the story as they were raised by wolves.
Yes.
The statue is meant to symbolise that.
But of course,
Romulus. I'm trying to remember a quote from one of those fucking dudes in Brotherhood, but I can't remember one. What does the dude say to the guy that he kicks off that balcony in the first one?
In the first one.
Yeah, the first Romulus tomb, where you get to the end of it and you have to climb up that big wall.
Oh, yeah.
What does the dude say to the guy that he kicks off that balcony in the first one? Yeah, the first Romulus tomb, where you get to the end of it and you have to climb up that big wall.
Oh, yeah.
Or you have to go around that auditorium room and like jump across the pillars, and then you have to go up that big wall.
Oh yeah. No, I don't remember. I don't know.
He's like, he smacks him off the edge.
I have no recollection of what he says in that scene.
God.
Let's see. We've got like these two are quite cool. I think possibly. I don't know. They need like editing. I need to like do some like color correction and like, little bits of editing and stuff to like make it look real nice and sweet and cool and good. But there's
nice. Yeah.
There's a couple.
Is that
there,
San Gimignano?
That is San Gimignano. Yeah.
Oh God, how surreal was that?
I know. It's so fucking cool.
It's very cool.
So very, very cool.
I'm definitely going
Lots
to
of cool
Venice
stuff,
next year for sure.
Yeah, I need to definitely go to Venice. That'll be good. Venice, and I want to go to Rome at some point.
Yeah, I want to do Florence, Venice, Rome, Constantinople.
Classic.
Do it in that order, and I can follow the footsteps of Il Mentore.
Il Mentore.
It's so good to find such fast friends so far from home.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Classic. It's classic. Oh man. I wish I had these. I wish I had the sick pictures that I took ready on hand, because I did take some really cool ones.
Hey look,
but
comment
sadly,
down in the comment section below if next episode you want us to review James's images from Florence. We can do that.
I need to do something with them. I've just had them sitting on my computer for ages.
Yeah.
And
I suppose it's nice to have them there. And look back on them in years to come and be like, oh, that was when I was chasing Jacopo de Pazzi through the streets of...
Yeah, exactly. That's what's so nice about it.
San Gimignano.
These are really nice. Hold on. I took some really nice ones of just like the street, because I thought they looked quite cool.
The street of what? Just like in Florence?
It was just down a street. I was just taking some pictures of just like stuff that was going on.
To be fair, all the streets in Florence just look beautiful.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's just like some nice images of the streets and
Those
stuff.
Nice coloured buildings. I like the contrast of the colours, like the cream with the green and the...
Yeah.
It's nice. I like that.
It is very nice.
Beautiful.
It is very nice.
You gotta put all these in the video now. You have to put all of them in.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bitch, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll do it, and you can all appreciate it. And one day I'll actually post them to Instagram, and then everyone can see the pictures that I took.
Yeah.
That I painstakingly crafted.
True, that is what Instagram is for. So yeah.
Exactly, like proper photography, photography bits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. There we go. That's it for this episode. That's it for episode 16 of the Horsey and Fox podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time for the Halloween episode, which will be close enough. It'll probably be up on like the 24th or 25th.
Get ready to be scared.
Yeah, so leave us your scary stories in the comment section down below, excuse me.
Or dreams.
Or dreams or scary dreams,
or
but mainly stories
or anything.
Don't stretch for the dreams, because if it's mainly only dreams, then that will suck.
Yeah, Give us some real life stories.
Yeah,
as well,
give us like what's happened to you where you're like, oh, this was a really scary thing that happened. You know, this creeped me out.
Yeah,
this spooked me a
little. Or like
bit.
scary urban legends. Like it's just stuff like that. Just cool stuff.
Yeah, unique things, and we'll do that, and we'll have some bits and bobs. I'm sure. I mean, we could always do a reading of find a stupid creepypasta or something.
Oh, for sure.
Do a reading.
We
could do one of the classics.
I'll have a look.
We could always do a reading of Lil Wayne's Secret.
Dear Abby.
Dear Abby, that's a classic.
Or can't think of any other ones actually.
Yeah, I don't know if there were any other classics that I remember being
those were great.
Poignant.
Those were great.
We could do those. That could be quite funny actually.
We could do the smiling man from the Yog Pod.
Oh,
because all my ideas are just ripped from the Yog Pod, basically.
Well, that's what this is. At the end of the day, we're just sort of ripping off the Yog Pod.
Yeah, but it's okay because the Yog Pod isn't a thing anymore, and neither is Simon's Peculiar Portions. So we can just rob all their ideas as well. From
exactly.
That.
We have to just replace them.
Basically,
really.
what I do. That's what Down the Foxhole is Simon's Peculiar Portions, but me doing it instead.
Exactly, and that's what Patreon topics are. It's just like when the letters from the Yog.
Yeah. It's such a niche If you haven't listened to the Og Pod, do yourself a favor and go and do it because it's fucking hilarious. I recently
It's very
re-listened to
good.
it again. It's timeless. It's so funny.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good show. But
Yeah.
we'll see you later for another Minecraft adventure map. I'm sure.
The father.
The fun. Oh man, everyone should go watch that series.
Yeah, we put like a fucking hours
spent
worth
all
of effort
day,
into it.
yeah.
We put literally a day's worth of effort into it. All right.
Yeah, it was mental. Wait, is it still up?
It's gotta be.
The Father Lasers. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Minecraft.
Surely that would come up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, with Warriors.
Hearty Breakfast, Father, Minecraft Adventure Map #1.
Yeah, you've gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm actually I might watch those after this podcast.
See,
actually.
in my head, I've got it that it was actually really good.
Yeah.
But I bet it wasn't.
I bet it's shit. I bet we just talk over each other. You tell me to shut up all the time. It's probably that. Because I was
It was
really
2014, and we did all those like letters and stuff.
Yeah, we put
And we
so
did
much effort into it.
Yeah, we really did. Everyone should go and watch the Father Minecraft Adventure Map
On James's
on
channel.
it's on my channel. Yeah.
Go do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
that's
was-
such good content.
There's 7 parts of it, and we probably used Daniel Yount music in the background or something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good time.
What was that other one we did that one time? The one where we first did like an adventure map.
Oh, what, the one where I come out of nowhere and I'm like, you need some help over there?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
What the
such a
fuck was that
classic-
one? Oh, Reckoning.
Yeah, the wreck.
Yeah, Minecraft Adventure Map 1.3 Reckoning, Part 1 featuring Longhead Fox.
I was
Yeah.
like, just be warned, I sound like a child because I was.
It's the one where we end the thing with Into the River, and then the music just starts blaring.
Into the river!
then
When was this? 11 years ago?
Oh my god,
Shit.
2012, yeah.
Yeah, I was 11. I was 11 years old. So
Oh
if
my
you-
god, I just clicked into it. It's your old intro, fucking.
What do you mean my old intro?
Don't you remember it?
Oh yeah! Why does it
yeah.
have my intro on it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's back in the day when
I'm
you
in
used
the
to
zone.
like used to put
I
like
combined our intros,
yeah. Mayo, stab me! I'm in the zone. Back when my Minecraft username was X Snoopy Dog X as well. Such a
Oh,
shit
this was so
name.
good.
That's pure nostalgia right there. One day we'll have to do a segment where we go back and
Oh
watch
my
old
God.
nostalgic content.
Yeah, we should. That would be good. That would be a good episode. Oh, man.
So funny. Oh, Burly Man is in the comments. It's just
Map looks great.
TLDR, James had an account called Burly Man that he'd comment on our videos with, pretending he was a viewer.
To like boost them, and so the comment section didn't look dead.
Yeah. But I
so
used to
just
do the
me.
same thing. I used to do the exact same thing.
I feel like anyone who had a YouTube channel when they were a kid probably did that
Yeah,
too.
I had like multiple accounts that I'd comment on my own videos with, be like, great video, and I'll be like, oh, thanks. It's so fucking sad.
That is sad, but
God. Yeah, let's fucking end this
it's how
podcast.
it is.
Jesus.
Yeah, thank
What a
you everybody.
tangent.
We love you so much. We'll see you next time for the Halloween special. Stay safe, stay spooky, and we'll see ya.
spoopy.
Definitely do that, and we'll see you soon. And the funny thing is, next time we do a podcast, Spider-Man 2 will be out. We won't talk about
Yeah,
it
fuck
because
that.
we'll be doing a Halloween episode. So
Spider-Man isn't
what we'll do is-
scary.
what we could do is the next one after that could be like the Spider-Man spoiler cast.
Yeah,
or
we could do
something.
an entire
Yes,
episode
let's do
dedicated to
that.
Spider-Man 2.
Yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. All
Yeah.
right, that's the next 2 podcasts. Next one's Halloween. One after that is Spider-Man.
Sounds
Cool.
good to me.
Sounds great. Fantastic. All right,
Nice.
thank you everybody. We'll see you soon. Catch you later. Have a good one.
See you later, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.